Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sport. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome, everyone. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antonette Waite. We are live on KCAA Radio Network, and you can access all our shows, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Tiki Live, Rumble, you name it, we are in there. And in addition to that, we are also available on Building Solid Foundations channel under Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. So you can find us anywhere. And if you missed the show, you can always watch us again on those channels. Today, I want to let you know I had a great experience at this event in Las Vegas last week. I actually attended the National Association of Home Builders, and I was invited by one of the schools here in San Diego downtown, which is the NewSchool of Architecture and Design. I have witnessed a lot of students in the competition where they were sharing some of their fabulous home designs. They shared their knowledge and experience on how to put this together, and amazing. It was incredible. And I met so many people. There were about 70,000 in this event. So that is absolutely amazing. Today, I have actually invited a couple of the students of the New School of Architecture and Designs who competed in that event. I want to welcome our guest, Sergeant Shanice Silva. She is in the military as a combat medic healthcare specialist, and she's been doing this for 10 years. She's also had 7 years as an active duty and 3 years in the reserves. So welcome, Sergeant Silva. Can I just call you Shanice or?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Shanice is fine.
Well, it's so nice to have met you in Las Vegas. And of course, this is your husband, right? Yuri also?
Yes.
Okay. And Yuri, it was great seeing you in action during that competition. So Yuri is also a combat medic healthcare specialist. And you've had 4 years active duty. And you're both pursuing the Bachelors of Architecture and minor in interior design. And Yuri, you're doing Bachelors of Construction Management.
Yep, that's correct.
Wow, you guys are amazing. I mean, being in the military, serving us, and then pursuing this career is amazing. Let's talk about the competition. Okay, it was a challenge for all of you, because how many months have you prepared for this?
So we pretty much got it at the beginning of the school term, which was the beginning of October. We got the option to either just do production home, correct, or the custom build. And Yuri was actually the one who told me, like, hey, we can enter this competition. We just need an architect. And that's how I ended up joining the team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we had 5 construction management majors, and we wanted to do a competition, but I knew that, if we were going to do a design for a home, we should probably bring in an architect, because although we can use Revit and do some basic floor plans, we're not, the most creative people. And so I was like, hey, do you want to join the team, be the creative mind? And she agreed.
So Shanice, you are responsible of the entire design of that house.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, take us to the journey of how you came up with that design, because it was amazing. I mean, I've looked at this design where you have the first floor and the second floor, and I'm trying to remember if there was even a third floor. It was just, is it like a first and second floor?
Yes, with
Okay.
a walkout basement. So from the rear of the house, it looks like 3 stories, but you enter on the first floor and a nice walkout basement. So I looked at just a few houses in the area and saw what was very popular, saw what was the typical designs out there. And that's where I went from basing my design around what's popular in the area and what would probably sell according to the competition. Yeah.
Okay. What I noticed on your second floor design, you had a couple of different rooms, but it's almost like on its own. Where did you get
Yes.
where did you get that inspiration? Because I think it was a beautiful design the way you did that.
Oh, thank you. So that was honestly spur of the moment type of
Okay.
design, but I also stuck to it because Yuri had said that the college is a few minutes away and we could possibly use the home for an Airbnb. So I thought, if you're wanting to rent it out or do Airbnb with this home, having a bathroom to each room is really nice. Or if it's like a home targeted for older couples, which it was, then we're thinking of like teenagers, and every teenager wants their own bathroom.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
where I'm sticking to the idea of having a bathroom for each room.
Okay. Wow.
Laid in.
Wow, that was amazing. And Yuri, I know that you're almost like the leader of this group because I saw how you represented during the competition. And I think being in the military, did that give you a lot of where you how you led the group because of your military background?
I'd say it's more from sports, to be honest.
Okay.
I've played sports since I was 4 years old, and I've played all kinds of sports. And I've also been, I mean, if I look at it from what kind of teams I've been on, I was also involved in church groups and stuff. So I've just always been part of a team ever since I was a little kid. And so it just felt natural. It's just what happens when stuff needs to get done. We were like, hey, who wants to be team captain? I didn't raise my hand, but then everybody pointed at me. So so then
Well,
from
you
that
did a
moment, I
really
was like,
good
okay,
job
you want
leading
me?
this group because I was seeing some of the things that you've done, and it is amazing to see someone see in action when you're in this very tension situation, like everybody. I know the others are a little
Right.
bit nervous, I can see that, but you made
Oh,
it
I was
like
nervous. My heart was pounding.
yeah. And so who is I'm trying to remember if Shanice, if you were in charge of the marketing also of the project.
Actually, no, I wasn't in charge of
Okay.
marketing. I was just strictly all design and architecture, but I was schooled on how to do
Okay.
marketing. So Yuri did the marketing and the market study, and he pretty much told me, how we plan on selling the house and what are some of the things that we needed in order to make the house sellable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, going through this process with the other students, were you able to learn every aspect of this project, bringing funding to this project, designing, of course, that's your main talent, and then the others were talking about the safety and some of the compliance in the construction. I mean, did you really appreciate the entire thing and learning every angle of it?
Yes, I really did. Because I'm not well versed in the construction process. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm third year. I'm still figuring out how, it all goes up. So this was just a huge opportunity for me to see from a business standpoint and a construction standpoint, like all the factors that play into getting a house up. And it is a lot. It is a
Yeah.
lot of steps. And I feel sorry for this guy because he's the one who's gonna have to, keep track of it all. But my biggest takeaway was pretty much like safety and the estimation. Oh my gosh, so much went into estimation and scheduling. That
Yeah.
was just the three biggest things that I had never actually dealt with before. But after doing this project, I'm a little bit more informed, I would
Okay.
say. So,
And
Yeah,
Yuri, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say during the design, there was a couple moments where I don't remember exactly what it was, but she's like, I want to design this. And I was just like, that's not gonna happen.
Costs money.
That's too much money, that's way too expensive. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's also we have a budget here. We can't do this, we can't do that, but we can try to do this. And going through that process together, her with her designer brain, me with the how do we spend money but make money brain, and just kind of get into,
Okay. Well,
final
so
decision.
so Yuri, you are the project leader in this group.
Yes.
Okay. So I think is this the first time that you have done a project, being a leader for this
Yeah,
type of
this would be the
project?
first time. This was the first time I did a full-blown project where, it's entirely dependent on us, the students. Like, we didn't have any help from faculty or anything. So everything that we did is from what we came up with our brains, putting it together, doing research, reading books, and just figuring it out. So for me, I definitely learned a lot about everything because I focused on the market study. That was like my main task, and the demographics and whatnot. But then I would also help everybody else with their tasks, right? Making sure that everything was, aligned together, that everybody was on the same page, and that, just the whole project made sense from a holistic point of view.
Okay. Now, before you came up with the design, did you guys made a decision of how much the project is going to be in terms of funding?
We were given a maximum of $1 million loan.
Okay.
So that was the ceiling. And then I didn't really think of, I just wanted to see what Iowa City, because we had to do it in Iowa City. So I just wanted to see what was the price points in Iowa City for high-end homes.
Okay.
And so that's where we went off of that.
What determined, like, especially going towards like a luxury home, was the area that we did pick. It was a lot of luxury homes in the area, a lot of high point homes. So we decided to go with a design that would match the area pretty much.
I know that there were other students in your group. One of the students talked about the financial study, and
Yes, that's Ivan.
yeah. Well, what's his name again?
Ivan.
How did he put that together for you guys?
We actually found some NAHB market studies and cost breakdown studies that they had done in 2021. So we went off of the NAHB because they were sponsoring the competition. So we went off of their numbers, and they break it down, like exactly how to break down your cost. What is the cost per square foot, and like how much you would spend percentage wise on interior versus this versus that versus that. So that's how we actually came up with all the numbers and how we broke down the finance. And then we tacked on our interest, figured out how much we would need for a loan, and then profit on top of that. And this is how much we need, and this is how much we'll make.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a commercial break, and I really wanted to see what you think of this entire experience with the competition. So everyone out there, don't go away. We will be right back. We're going to take a commercial break, and we will hear again with Sergeant Silva and Yuri here on the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.